Welcome to the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament. We got a bunch of teams that are working real hard here, and they're all working for this trophy right here. 35 years running. I'd like to say thank you at this point to our sponsors, Freedom Federal, and Chris Gons from State Farm, who paid for the pizza and the pens for us. And also I'd like to say thank you to Harford County Community College for allowing us to use this lovely space for our tournament, and for Harford Cable Network for televising it. All right. Welcome to the first semi-final round of the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament. Our competitors are Falston High School and John Carroll. All right. We will have 5 rounds, 3 toss-ups with 2 hurdles in between. When we get there, I'll explain how those work. So the first 5 toss-ups are random questions. We've done the buzzer checks. We're all good to go. Let's begin. Number 1, Marcus Garvey is deemed a prophet in what religion which uses the Lion of Judah as a symbol, worships Haile Selassie, and is prominent in Jamaica? John Carroll.
Rastafarianism?
Rastafarianism is correct. Number 2, what molecules whose effects are explained by the induced fit and lock and key models include lactase and catalase?
Enzymes?
John Carroll.
Enzymes?
Enzymes is correct. Number 3, what man who founded a namesake company town near Chicago in the 1880s also founded a sleeping car company that was the target of an 1894 strike? John Carroll.
Pullman?
Pullman is correct. Number 4, what composer whose piano sonatas include Waldstein and Appassionata used 3/8 time in A minor bagatelle popularly known as Für Elise?
Beethoven.
Falston?
Beethoven.
Beethoven is correct.
Nice.
Number 5, what novel that depicts the amputation of Albert Kropp's leg and the 1918 death John Carroll?
All Quiet on the Western Front?
All Quiet on the Western Front is correct. That is the end of part 1. Score check.
Falston 10, John Carroll 40.
Oh, that reminds me. My score is Bergen Lois, coach of Harford Tech.
Nice study.
Thank you. All right. Part 2 are the hurdles. The root question is beverages. Name these real or fictional drinks. Falston, it is your privilege. Would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first.
First. Okay. I'm going to read you guys the question. Who's going to be the spokesperson?
Oh.
Okay. And John Carroll, who's your spokesperson?
Me.
Okay, now remember, when if they answer incorrectly, come back to you. You have to give me the answer right away.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Group 1. Beverages. Name these real or fictional drinks. First, soft drink invented by John Pemberton that once had a new variety.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is correct. Next, drink of the gods in Greek myth.
Nectar.
Nectar is correct. Energy drink brand whose products give you wings.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
That is correct. Oolong and Darjeeling are types of this beverage.
Tea.
Tea is correct. Citron Pressé is a French version of this drink whose U.S. brands include Newman's Own.
It's dressing. No.
Iced tea. Iced tea.
Is incorrect. John Carroll?
Lemonade.
Lemonade is correct. All right, John Carroll, remind you, this are beverages, real or fictional. Okay. And you're the spokesperson.
I am.
Okay. First, sassafras or sarsaparilla are used for this non-alcoholic beer.
Root beer.
Root beer is correct. Next, milkshakes sold at McDonald's to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Shamrock.
That is correct. Charles Alderton created this soft drink whose 10 variety has 10 calories. Answer?
Pibs.
Pibbs is incorrect. Falston.
Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper. Mildly alcoholic beverage in Harry Potter books that costs 2 sickles.
Butterbeer.
Butterbeer is correct. And last, lightly carbonated beverage from France with 12% citrus pulp.
LaCroix.
Is incorrect. Falston?
Champagne.
Orangina. All right. Score check at this point, Mrs. Loyce.
Falston 50, John Carroll 80.
Excellent. Part 3 toss-ups, 10 unrelated questions. Fingers on the buzzers. All right. Remember, wait for me to acknowledge your school before answering. I just will make you do it again otherwise. All right, here we go. Rotating a circle around a line lying in the same plane as the circle produces what shape, which has major and minor radii and resembles a donut? Falston.
Cylinder.
That is not what I have.
Taurus.
Taurus is what I've got. I'm going to go with that. Number 7. What male TV character whose mother Moira was murdered by Slade Wilson? John Carroll.
Green Arrow or Oliver Queen.
That is fine. Number 8. What building in Agra, whose name means crown of palaces, was built in the 17th century as a burial tomb? John Carroll.
Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal is correct. Number 9. What 4-letter word, which names an ancient Greek goddess of victory, also names John Carroll?
Nike.
Nike is correct. Number 10. In what theory is the Lorentz factor used to calculate the amount by which an object's Falston?
Theory of relativity.
That is correct. Number 11. What character is comforted by Helen Burns after being punished at the Lowood School and marries Edward Rochester? John Carroll.
Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre is correct. Number 12. Anthony Bourdain explained the concept of a CDO in what film in which a hedge fund manager played by Christian Bale predicts the housing market crash? Falston.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
That is incorrect.
American Psycho.
No, The Big Short.
I don't know.
Number 13. What Confederate whose troops were victorious at the Battle of Cedar Mountain in 1862 died a year later due to friendly fire at Chancellorsville? John Carroll.
Stonewall Jackson.
That is correct. Number 14. What quantity with units of energy per unit area results from cohesive forces causing liquids to form a film and lets some insects walk on water? Falston.
Surface tension.
Surface tension is correct.
That's what I thought.
Number 15. What author who wrote about a scientist named Felix Honecker who creates Ice 9 in his novel Cat's Cradle? Also, John Carroll?
Vonnegut.
Vonnegut is correct. End of round 3. Score check.
Falston is 70, pardon me, John Carroll 150.
All right, part 4. These are hurdles. The real question is, answer the following about science in the Southern Hemisphere. Falston, you're behind, so would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first.
First it is. And you're the spokesperson, and you're the spokesperson. Excellent. Southern Hemisphere science. First, type of mammal whose young mature in pouches.
Kangaroos.
No. Marsupial. Marsupial.
That is correct. Next, effect deflecting projectiles to the left, south of the equator.
Oh my gosh. Borealis effect. Borealis effect.
Incorrect. John Carroll?
Coriolis effect.
That is correct.
Dang it.
Okay. C.
You were close.
New Zealand-born physicist who oversaw the gold foil experiment.
Oh, yeah.
Rutherford.
Rutherford is correct. D. Second brightest star in the night sky. It's in the southern constellation Carina.
Oh my
Answer
god. Rigel.
is incorrect. John Carroll, you got an answer?
Sirius?
Canopus. And last, world's largest coral system off Queensland's coast.
Great Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier Reef is correct. All right, John Carroll, remind you, these are science questions about the southern hemisphere. All right. These two satellites of the Milky Way are clouds named for an explorer.
I got that.
Marco and Polo?
Incorrect. Falston?
Magellanic Clouds.
That's close enough. Mid-Atlantic. All right. G. Chilean desert is the driest non-polar one. Answer, please.
Atacama?
Atacama is correct. Tanzanian Gorge, where Homo habilis remains were first found.
What's the thing called in Africa? It's in Africa.
Answer?
No answer.
Is it called
Okay.
Ridge or something?
Falston?
Just go.
Gotta give me right away.
No.
Nothing? Old Duvi Gorge. All right. I. Cold ocean current, also called the Peru current.
El Nino?
Is incorrect.
Pacific Current.
Humboldt current. And last, phenomenon named for the Christ child that brings warm surface water to South America's Pacific coast.
El Nino?
Yeah, that one's El Nino. Score check, Ms. Loyce.
Falston is 110, John Carroll 180.
Excellent. All right, last round for this game. Okay, 10 toss-up questions, totally unrelated. Fingers on the buzzer. You ready to go? All right, let's do this. All right, what video game series, which features puzzles left by Subject 16 of the Animus Project, depicts the title group's conflict with the Templars? John Carroll.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Correct, Assassin's Creed. Number 17, which present-day country where King Wenceslas IV supported the reforms of Jan Hus is the site of the former Bohemia and the Falston
Germany.
is incorrect. And that's a minus 10 because it's interrupt. The city of Prague.
Czechia, or the Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czechia is also acceptable. All right. Number 18. What country whose Sundabaram forest is the world's largest mangrove forest was formerly East Pakistan and contains John Carroll?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is correct. Number 19. What particle composed of 1 up and 2 down quarks was discovered with beryllium by James Chadwick? Falston.
Neutron.
Neutron is correct. Number 20. What politician whose 1807 treason trial was presided over by John Marshall 3 years earlier had killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel? Falston.
Burr.
That's correct. Number 21. A type of high tide called the Aqua Alta damages Chioggia and what nearby city which may impose a tax on tourists visiting the Grand Canal? John Carroll.
Venice?
Venice is correct. What material may turn into fern if it lasts through the summer, can be produced by the lake effect, and precipitates in large amounts in blizzards? John Carroll.
Snow.
Snow is correct. Number 23. What island where the first fossils of Homo erectus were discovered is the world's most populous island and is home to the capital of Indonesia? Falston.
Java.
Java is correct. Number 24. What man who negotiated a namesake treaty with Great Britain in 1794 and helped write the Federalist Papers. John Carroll?
J.
That is correct. Last question for this round. What modernist author wrote about a courtier who changes sex in the novel Orlando and described Clarissa's preparations for a party in Mrs. Dalloway? John Carroll.
Virginia Woolf.
That is correct. Virginia Woolf. All right. Final score check.
What?
You're still writing. I'm sorry.
I think we did.
Pardon me. Falston with 130, John Carroll with 250.
Excellent. Way to go, guys. Nice work. All right, welcome to the second semifinal round of the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament. I'm Ben White, the moderator, and my scorekeeper is Katie Ruppelt from Bel Air High School. We have a fine group of students here from Seamilton Wright and from Harford Tech. We will have 5 rounds of questions, 3 sets of toss-up with 2 hurdles in between, which are a single question which unifies 10 sub-questions. Okay? Let's begin with the 5 initial toss-up questions. All right. What man who replaced Fred Vinson on the Supreme Court in 1953 wrote the majority opinion in Miranda v. Arizona during his time as Chief Justice?
Marshall.
Harvard Tech.
Marshall.
Marshall is incorrect. Simon, right? Anything?
Clarence Thomas.
Earl Warren.
Yes, the Warren years.
Number 2. What organelle contains degrading enzymes that function well at its
Lysosomes.
Simon, right?
Lysosomes.
That's right. Just remember, just let me call on you. Okay.
Sorry.
That's number 3. What woman who is taken to a mental hospital after saying she has depended on the kindness of strangers appears in A Streetcar Named Desire? Harford Tech.
Stella?
Incorrect. Simon? Nothing? Blanche Dubois. Number 4. Prosper Mérimée wrote the libretto for what opera that features Escamillo's Toreador song? Simon Wright.
Carmen.
Carmen is correct. Good job. What island, which is home to Edgar Allan Poe's character Arthur Gordon Pym, is a popular tourist destination south of Cape Cod in Massachusetts?
Independence Island.
Harvard Tech?
Oh, Independence Island.
Incorrect.
Give it a shot.
Nantucket.
Simon Wright?
Nantucket.
Nantucket is correct. Alrighty. Score check, Ms. Rappelt.
30 for Seamilton and 0 for Harford Tech.
All right. Part 2 is our hurdles. These are 10 sub-questions unified by one concept. The root question is bulls. Give the following about bulls. Harford Tech, you have the option to go first or second.
First.
First it is. Now, who will be your spokesperson?
I will be the spokesperson for
Excellent.
Harford Tech.
And for Simon?
Right here.
Okay. Now remember, when we do the bounce backs, I'll expect the answer immediately. We got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Harford Tech. First A. Shooting guard for the Chicago Bulls, nicknamed His Airness.
No answer.
No answer? Simon?
No answer.
Michael Jordan.
God.
B. Monster from Greek myth in the body of a man with the head of a bull.
The Minotaur.
That is correct. C. Man excommunicated by Leo X's papal bull, Decet Romanum Pontifactum.
No answer.
Simon?
No answer.
Martin Luther. D. Star of Martin Scorsese's 1980 film Raging Bull.
No answer.
Nothing?
Al
Simon?
Pacino.
No, it's the other one. Robert De Niro.
Oh.
Lastly, Lakota Sioux chief who won the Battle of the Little Bighorn with Crazy Horse?
Sitting Bull.
That is correct. Okay. C. Milton Wright. Answer the following about bulls. Okay, and you're the still spokesman. Go come back to you. Give me the answer right away if there's a bounce back. Excellent. All right. SEC University in Starkville, whose athletic teams are nicknamed the Bulldogs.
Gonzaga.
It's incorrect.
No answer.
Mississippi State. G. Nickname of the Progressive Party when Theodore Roosevelt ran for president in 1912.
Sitting Bull Party.
Is incorrect.
Bull Moose.
Bull Moose is right. H. The opposite of a bull market in economic theory.
Bear Market.
Bear market is correct. This cartoon character is Boots the monkey's friend and has to stop Swiper the fox.
Just yeah. Dora.
Dora is correct. Spanish city that hosts the running of the bulls during the festival of San Fermin.
Barcelona.
It's incorrect.
Madrid.
Pamplona. All right, score check. How are we doing?
C. Milton Wright has 50 and Harford Tech 30.
Excellent. All right, we're back to toss-ups. 10 totally unrelated questions. Fingers on the buzzers. Again, let me call on you when you answer. Give the camera a chance to see, otherwise you'll be a voiceover. All right, here we go. Question 6. What scientist names both a penetration depth in the Meissner effect and a subset of van der Waals forces known as his namesake's dispersion forces? Simon.
London.
London. Excellent. That's absolutely correct. Number 7. What novel in which Harriet Smith declines a proposal because of the title woman's meddling was written by Jane Austen about a would-be matchmaker? Nothing? Emma. Number 8. What TV show in which a bar called the Drunken Clam is frequented by a paraplegic...
Family Guy.
right?
Sorry, Family Guy.
Family Guy is correct. Number 9. What harbor city was the site of Operation Dynamo, in which thousands of Allied troops were miraculously evacuated to England during Harford Tech?
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is correct. Number 10. Move along fast. You sure?
Good.
Okay. She's got a lot of work to do all at the same time. Number 10. What man proposed the neutrino in a 1930 letter and stated that the quantum state cannot be shared by 2 electrons in his exclusion principle? Simon.
Pauli.
That is absolutely correct. In number 11, in antiquity, 33 hexameter hymns to the gods of ancient Greece were attributed to what blind poet, who is also credited with the Iliad and the Odyssey?
Homer.
Simon.
Sorry, Homer.
Homer is correct. Number 12, what U.S. state generally uses a civil code instead of common law, is divided into 64 parishes, and has laws reflecting its French history?
Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is incorrect. Feeling right?
Louisiana.
Louisiana is correct. Number 13, the carpal tunnel runs through what structure whose bones include the lunate and scaphoid, and which lies between the hand and the forearm? Singleton.
It's the wrist.
The wrist is correct. It's all in the wrist. What Persian title meaning King of Kings was taken by rulers of the Pahlavi dynasty such as Muhammad Reza, whom the U.S. deposed in the 1979, Simon, right?
Shah.
Is correct. What peninsula, which contains part of the Chicxulub crater, was home to the Harford Tech?
Yucatan.
Yucatan is correct. Excellent. All right, it's the end of part 3. Score check.
C. Milton Wright 120, Harford Tech 50.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Technical difficulty just went. We want to know who you guys are.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
There we go. All right. That way somebody tunes in, they'll know who you people are.
Right. There we go.
All right. Okay. Part 4 hurdles. These are clear that. These are 10 questions unified by a single concept. Harford Tech, it is your privilege. Would you like to go first or second?
What is the prompt?
Oh, I'm sorry. Onions. What, answer the following about onions.
One, first.
Go first. Okay. A. Dictionary once edited by C.T. Onions for a British university.
Webster.
Is incorrect. Simons?
Oxford.
Oxford's right. B. 8-letter word for green onion.
Scallion.
Scallion is correct. C. Structure on Russian Orthodox churches named for their resemblance to onions.
No answer.
What?
No answer.
No answer. Simon?
Onion.
It really is onion.
Yeah, my answer's onion.
Dome.
Oh, okay.
Harford Tech. Steakhouse chain that serves bloomin' onion.
Red Lobster.
That's incorrect. Simon?
Outback.
Outback. E. Parody of clickbait websites run by The Onion.
Clickhole.
That is correct. All right, C. Milton, answer these questions about onions. The word onion is not the answer, okay?
Okay.
F. This state's Onion River is a tributary of the Sheboygan River.
Alright, South. Yeah, sure.
What'd you get?
South Dakota.
Incorrect. Harford Tech?
North Dakota.
Wisconsin. G. Onion relative that is a national symbol of Wales.
Yeah, why not? Garlic.
Is incorrect.
A leek.
The leek is correct.
That makes sense.
H.
Animated character who insists ogres are like onions in a 2001 film.
Oh wait.
Simon?
Shrek.
Shrek is correct. Country whose namesake onion soup has croutons and cheese.
French. France.
France is right. Last, indie band whose album Oh Inverted World includes Know Your Onion and New Slang.
Oh.
Answer? Give me something.
Radiohead.
That is incorrect. Harper Tech?
AC/DC.
The Shins.
Yeah.
All right. Buzzer, score check, please, Ms. Robert.
C. Milton Wright with 160 and Harford Tech with 80.
Excellent. All right. Last round. 10 unrelated questions. Fingers on the buzzers. Again, let me acknowledge your school so the camera can make sure you guys get seen. All right. Here we go. What author of the play Three Tall Women died in September 2016, 54 years after writing about Martha and George in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Simon.
Albie.
Albie is correct. Number 17. What structures, which include a gynoecium and an androecium made of stamens, are enclosed by a calyx before their bud opens to reveal petals? Similton.
A flower.
Flower is right. What man, the first black student at Iowa State, was hired by the Tuskegee Institute as a botany teacher and developed numerous peanut products? Simon right.
George Washington Carver.
George Washington Carver is right. Nice recovery.
Yep, I was solid.
Number 19. What river, the site of the site under construction, Elisu Dam, travels through Mosul and Baghdad in Iraq and flows north of the Euphrates River? Similton.
The Tigris River.
Tigris is correct. Number 20. What king who captured Jerusalem in 597 BC had his dreams interpreted by...
Nebuchadnezzar.
Simon, right?
Sorry, Nebuchadnezzar II.
That is correct. Which country, the site of the Quiet Revolution and October Crisis of the 1970s, has been led by Lester Pearson and 2 members of the Trudeau family? Hamilton.
Canada.
Canada is correct. What poet of the Elemental Odes wrote "Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Lines" in 20 love poems and a song of despair and was born in Chile? Hamilton, right.
Paulo Neruda.
That is correct. Number 23. What left-handed pitcher who threw a no-hitter and won the NL MVP award in 2014 has won 3 Cy Young Awards pitching for the Los Angeles Dodgers? No one? Clayton Kershaw. 2004. Go ahead. 24. What man, the 2007 Time Person of the Year, gave asylum to Edward Snowden and stated that his country had no intention of attacking NATO from Moscow? Hamilton.
Vladimir Putin.
That's absolutely correct. 25. What type of data structure whose elements are inserted and removed by the push and pop operations operates on a last-in, first-out basis? Hamilton.
Stack.
Stacks are correct.
Yep.
Dub.
Stack or stacks is correct. All right, we're finished. Score check, Ms. Robel.
C. Milton with 240 and Harford Tech with 80.
Very nicely done, folks. Welcome to the finals of the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament. We've had a bunch of great rounds with a bunch of great students. In the finals, we have C. Milton Wright and John Carroll. Good luck to you both. We're going to begin with toss-ups. My name is Ben White. My scorekeeper is John Carroll coach, Chris Stever. Thank you. All right, let's begin. Number 1, the Virgo supercluster and the local group are collections of what systems that include, Simon Wright?
Galaxies.
Galaxies is correct. What university, whose running back Mark Ingram won the 2009 Heisman Trophy, has won 4 national titles since 2000? Milton, right?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is incorrect. And that's a negative because it was interrupted. Under Coach Nick Saban. John Carroll.
Alabama.
Alabama is correct. Number 3. What powerful creature is summoned by the mother of a poor Chinese boy when she tries to clean a dirty oil lamp belonging to that son, Aladdin? John Carroll.
A genie?
Genie is correct. Number 4. Bridal Veil and Horseshoe are 2 of the 3 sections of what group of waterfalls northeast of Buffalo, New York? John Carroll?
Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls is correct. And last, what lowercase Greek letter represents the magnetic moment, the permeability of free space, and the coefficients of static and kinetic? John, Milton, right?
Mu.
Mu is right. Part 2 of hurdles. These are 10 related questions unified by one concept. Score check.
C. Milton Wright 15, John Carroll 30.
Okay, the negative is 10 points on.
Negative
It's
10.
10, so it's 10. Okay? All right. So 10 to 30. C. Milton, it is your privilege. Would you like to go first or second? Here's the root question. Science in the 80s. Answer the following question about questions about science in the 80s.
We'd like to go first.
First it is. Okay? Remember, when I come back to you guys, if there's a bounce back, give me the answer right away. That's in both cases. Got it? Excellent. All right. First, A. FDA approved this toxin that smooths wrinkles for use.
Botox.
Botox is correct. B. Tau and amyloid proteins related to this disease were found.
Mad cow? Mad cow disease?
Incorrect. John Carroll?
Cancer?
Alzheimer's. C. Microsoft releases this non-graphical operating system.
Windows. Windows.
Is incorrect. John Carroll?
Windows Vista?
DOS.
Oh, yeah.
D. This scientist publishes A Brief History of Time.
Stephen Hawking.
Thank you, Stephen Hawking.
That's correct. E. The bacteria H. pylori was found to grow and cause ulcers in this digestive organ.
Yeah, stomach.
Stomach is correct. All right, John Carroll. The unifying question is science in the 80s. All right, here we go. Buckyballs with this many carbon atoms were discovered.
Four?
It is incorrect. See, Moulton?
6
6 is not correct. 60.
Okay.
times 10.
G. An ozone hole was detected above this continent.
Antarctica?
Antarctica is correct. Voyager 2 reached this most distant planet in the solar system.
Pluto.
It is incorrect.
Ah.
See, Moulton?
Neptune.
Neptune is right, even at the time Neptune was further away.
Yeah.
I. LASIK, a surgery on this organ is patented.
I.
That is correct. And last, J. Fleischmann and Pons claimed to observe this process which generates more energy than it uses, but at room temperature. John Carroll?
Cell respiration?
Is incorrect.
Nuclear
Gil-
fusion.
What?
Nuclear fusion.
Prompt on fusion. A little more clarification.
Atomic fusion?
I can't accept that.
Okay.
It's got to be cold fusion. Fusion happens in the star. The one they're talking about is room temperature. Okay. All right. Score check, Mr. Deaver.
Both teams are tied with 50 points.
Excellent. All right. Part 3, toss-ups. Fingers on the buzzer. 10 unrelated questions. Here we go. Number 6. In what country did the 1874 Saga Rebellion oppose a modernized government that began after Matthew Perry's arrival? John Carroll.
Japan.
Japan is correct. Number 7. What events sparked by a police raid on a Christopher Street bar in June 28, 1969, were a set of riots that began the modern John Singleton Wright?
The Zoot Suit riots?
That is incorrect, and that is a negative because an interrupt. Began the modern gay rights movement. John Carroll? Stonewall riots. Number 8. What item was given by Phrixus to King Aeetes of Colchis, from whom it was retrieved with the help of Medea by Seymour Wright?
The Golden Fleece.
Golden Fleece is correct. Number 9. Newborns are often placed under UV light to treat what condition that is caused by the breakdown of bilirubin, which results in the skin becoming yellow? Singleton.
Jaundice.
Jaundice is correct. Number 10. What novel in which plane crash survivors are summoned to a beach by the sound of a conch? Seymour Wright.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies is correct. Number 11. What artist painted the muse Clio in The Art of Painting and a woman in a headscarf wearing the title jewelry in The Girl with the Pearl Earring? John Carroll.
Vermeer.
Vermeer. Excellent. That's absolutely correct. Number 12. The antepenultimate pharaoh of the 18th dynasty was what son of the younger lady and Akhenaten, who was buried in a tomb discovered? John Carroll?
King Tut.
King Tut is correct. 13. What man who had followers such as Bruno Bauer, who were known as his young disciples, was a German idealist known for a namesake dialectic? John Carroll.
Kant.
Is incorrect.
Calvin?
I have Hegel.
Hmm.
Number 14. What element, which is found at the center of a Corin ring in vitamin B12, is a ferromagnetic metal with atomic number 27 and symbol CO? John Carroll.
Cobalt.
Cobalt is correct. What Supreme Court decision which led Justice Benjamin Curtis to resign from the court held in 1857 that descendants of slaves were not, Seymour, right?
Dred Scott v.
Dred
Sanford.
Scott is correct. All right. End of round 3. Score check, Mr. Deaver.
C. Milton Wright with 80, John Carroll with 90.
How we doing? Got you over there. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right. Part 4 are hurdles. These are 10 related questions unified by one concept. That concept is flags of the world. What country's flag features the following items? Seymour, is your privilege? Like to go first or second?
First, please.
First it is. All right. First, a red maple leaf.
Canada.
Canada is correct. B, a green cedar tree.
Yeah, Lebanon.
Lebanon is correct. C, the motto, order and progress written in Portuguese.
Brazil, probably. Yeah. Brazil.
Brazil. D, an AK-47. What you got?
Somalia.
Incorrect. John Carroll?
Mozambique.
Mozambique. And last, the Star of David.
Israel.
Israel's correct. All right, John Carroll, here you go. Flags. Which country's flag features a depiction of Angkor Wat?
Cambodia.
Cambodia is correct. An eagle holding a snake perched on a cactus.
Mexico.
Mexico. A red and white checkered shield.
Slovakia.
Slovakia is incorrect. See, Milton?
Croatia.
Croatia is correct.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I, a shield and 2 spears of the Maasai people.
Kenya.
Kenya is right. And last, an interlocking red and blue spirals called a teguk. Answer? Need an answer, guys.
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan is incorrect. See one?
Tajikistan.
South Korea.
Okay.
All right. At the end of round 4, Mr. Deaver, what is the score?
We are indeed tied, 130.
Gotta plan it better. All right. Part 5. Fingers on the buzzers. 10 unrelated questions. Number 16. Let's begin. In what city in 2015 was Police Chief Gary McCarthy fired due to his role in the investigation of the death of Laquan McDonald in Illinois? Sealand.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. 17. What disease features bowing and fraying of long bones, causes failure of bone mineralization, and is most, John Carroll?
Osteoporosis.
Is incorrect. And that is a negative because it was an interrupt. Caused by vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah.
Sealand.
Scurvy.
Rickets.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Number 18.
Clear. Thank you.
What author wrote about Anne Stanton, who causes Jack Burton to be devastated after he learns of her affair with Willie Stark in All the King's Men? John Carroll.
Warren.
Warren is correct. Number 19. What present-day U.S. state where the Goliad massacre took place on orders of Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna was the site of the Battle of Alamo? John Carroll.
Texas.
Texas is correct. Good Lord. Pencil and paper ready. I'm going to attempt to be clear on this. If the logarithm of 3 equals b, and the logarithm of 4 equals C. What is the logarithm of 48? C. Moulton?
2C plus B.
That is correct. I didn't even finish that. I'm truly amazed. Clear. 21. What archipelago divided by the Beagle Channel contains John Carroll?
Galapagos?
Is incorrect. And that is a neg because it's incorrect. It is controlled by Chile and Argentina and has a name meaning land of fire. Steve Moulton.
Falkland.
Incorrect. It's Tierra del Fuego.
I thought it was controlled by the UK, but I'm like, maybe
All
that's
right.
just some-
22. What poet wrote, "They also serve who only stand in wait," in the sonnet On His Blindness, and depicted the rebellion of Satan in the epic Paradise Lost? John Carroll.
Milton?
Milton is correct. 23. Disassembly of spindle microtubules and reformation of the nuclear membrane occur during what final mitotic phase that follows anaphase? John Carroll.
Telophase?
Telophase is correct. 24. What composer who wrote Pasha Salim's harem in the opera The Abduction from the Serlagio wrote a Ronda alla Turca and the Prague Symphony? C. Moulton?
Mozart.
Mozart is correct. What quantity, whose namesake law dictates that it falls with increasing price, forms a curve that is plotted on the same graph as the supply curve? John Carroll.
Demand?
Demand.
Don't tell me. Is it tied?
If you're off, it's tied.
Mr. Deaver, would you care to do the score?
Somehow, the score is tied, 160.
Okay, boys.
All right.
Is that how it works?
Funny.
All right. We're doing one question for all the marbles.
God.
Making a math.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. The top floors of the Ash Building were destroyed in what 1911 event that killed 146 garment workers who could not escape? See what right?
Triangle shirtwaist fine.
That is correct.
We had used that question in one of our rooms.
Oh,
Was it different word?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a different question.
It was a
Yeah.
different format, much different format.
Kate Altman survived what event? No, it's a different question.
Okay.
Let's get.
With that, makes for good TV, eh? All right. Wow, I am impressed. You guys are the cream of the crop. I'm privileged to have been able to be present with this, you guys. Mr. Deaver, would you please do the score?
Steve Moulton Wright has won the game with 170. John Carroll, 160.
Outstanding work, you guys. Welcome to the presentation ceremony for the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament. Our first semifinalist team, Harford Tech, their first appearance in the finals and our tournament. Excellent, here they go.
Thank you.
Who are you?
I'm Nicole.
All right.
I'm Vivian.
Hello, Vivian.
I'm Lincoln.
Hello.
I'm Ryan.
And here's our coaches.
Hi, Lois Spurgeon, Harford Tech.
Terry Tipton, Harford Tech.
Thank you guys very much. Our second semifinal team, Falston High School.
I'm Skylar.
I'm Connor.
I'm Joshua.
I'm Julia. I'm Heidi. I'm Michaela.
I'm Austin.
I'm Patrick.
Thank you. Our runner-up this year, 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament, John Carroll School.
Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Jack?
Pierce.
I'm Luke. Jacob?
Delaney. Helen. Alexis. May. I'm Elizabeth.
Garrett. Jacob.
And the coach,
Chris Deaver.
nice work.
Thank you, sir.
And the 2019 Harford County Academic Tournament champion, C. Milton Wright Mustangs. There you go.
My name is Tanner.
Sweet here.
I'm Jason.
I'm Pascal.
I'm Steven.
I'm John.
And the coach.
Lucy Weiss Gladwell.
And you guys get to hoist this tournament trophy right here. It's been going in Harford County for 35 years. It's our own Stanley Cup. Thank you for tuning in.